Hello and welcome to King Marshall, where we create a positive impact into your health and lifestyle. So today we are going to be checking on antenatal ultrasound. These are the ultrasound scans that are done when you are pregnant. And majorly we have three types of antenatal ultrasound scans. We have those which we call dating scan. These are done between 7 to 14 weeks of pregnancy. Other than those, we have others which we call anomaly scans. Anomaly scans. They are the same called screening scans. And these are majorly done between 18 to 24 weeks. Finally, we have fetal well-being scan. Fetal well-being scan, also they are called by physical profile scans, VPP. Basic physical profile scans, and these are done between 28 weeks all the way to time of birth. So today, allow us go through the first type of scans, which is between 7 to 14 weeks, which we call dating scan. So this is the first kind of scans that is done to any antenatal mother, and majorly it's done between 7 to 14 weeks, and it's done on a full bladder. This is one of the scans that you have to have a full bladder before it's done. And to have this, we encourage mothers to take around 4 to 6 glasses of water at least 1 hour before the time scheduled for the scan, so that by the time you are going for these scans, your bladder is full. Requirement when you're doing these scans is you should know the period which is supposed to take, and the approximate period for this kind of scan is usually between 45 minutes to 1 hour. That's 60 minutes. But it can take longer if you have multiple pregnancy. If you have more than one expected baby, then it can be a bit longer than the stipulated time. This scan is done when you're lying on your back. When you're going for these scans, it will be done when you're lying on your back. Mostly, it's usually an external scan. By external meaning it's done on your abdomen to check the fetus. But in rare cases, especially on early stages, maybe like the scans done at 7 weeks, it might be done as a transvaginal, where they use your vaginal route to do the scan using a TVS probe. And this it's done on when they want to see specific things on fetus when it's very young. So majorly it's transabdominal, it's an external and not an internal scan. But in rare cases at early stages, it might be done as transvaginal scan. So briefly, let's see why is this important. Why do we do this? One, it helps to estimate the age of pregnancy. So it is estimate the age of pregnancy. And through it, you are able to calculate the estimated day of delivery. We can estimate the day of delivery using this scan, which is the initial scan. Another thing that is important with this, it shows how many babies are we expecting in this pregnancy. So it gives us expectation. It gives us the number of expectation of this pregnancy. How many babies are we expecting to have by the end of this pregnancy? An important thing about this scan, it will always help us to see what's the position of the embryo. Where is the position of this pregnancy in the uterus? The position of the pregnancy. This is very important because some pregnancy could be located in the away from the uterus, maybe in the fallopian tubes or in the cervical region, which needs to be terminated immediately. So during this scan, you're able to see where is the specific position of this pregnancy. Is it causing any hazard to the mother and or the baby? So by that, it will help us determine or make a reasonable solution on how to manage this pregnancy. Also, I think that is important when you are doing this scan. We have said it shows the age, it shows the expectation, it shows the position. For expectation, you have said it's number of pregnancy. Also, another thing that is important with this is to see the development of the baby. We see the development of the baby. You see the development of the baby and the pregnancy itself in general. We're able to see how is the baby growing, how is the formation of the body parts of the baby as early as possible. And during this scan, we can be able to detect some condition, especially on checking on the development. You can be able to see some condition like spina bifida. Spina bifida can be identified at this early age, and by that will be discussed comprehensively with the obstetrician to know how viable is the baby. And also we can be able to detect with your consent, and maybe if there is a risk factor, you can be able to detect some condition like dumping syndrome. This majorly is done on the people who we see they are at risk of developing the dumping syndrome. So if you're at risk of developing the dumping syndrome, most likely they will also detect at this point of life and this stage of life. These are the main factors that we check when you're doing this test. It's usually non-harmful to the baby because it uses the ultrasound waves to detect the position and position of the baby. So it doesn't have any effect both to the mother or the baby that has been noted over by any research. Having said that, then I think we have covered much of dating scans. We are going to be checking on other different types of scans in the future videos. Maybe if you have any questions that you want to know about these scans, you can drop it down on the comment section, and please like it and subscribe so that you can be getting the updates of our future teaching. Maybe before I forget, yes, it's true, you can be able to get the report of these scans. Some facilities will send them as e-copies, as a soft version of the copies of both the image and the reports. Some will print it and give you physical report and physical images. Whichever the facility preference, it's good for you to have the images just for future future reference. It's not a must to do this type of scan with a 3D ultrasound, even a 2D, two-dimensional ultrasound. It's pretty okay to show this complication which might occur in the baby. Thank you so much, and let's see you on the next one as we discuss on the other type of ultrasound scans. Thank you.